Yo, it's the Fair Gamer Show. What's going on, people? Just doing a quick video with y'all. Just wanted to say that I'm doing a part 3 of the series I had. I did kids, I did deadbeat dads. Hey man, I'm not discriminating at all. So let's go moms. We got deadbeat moms out here too. And it's sad because a lot of people believe that mothers are just all great. All of them take care of their kids. All of them got a hard job. No. Let's stop that, because it's bad mothers out here too. And you see the results in their children. You can see them walking down the street. Get over here, snatching the kids in the street, beating on them in the middle of the street. Like, I know, discipline is important with kids, man, and you have to make sure that they don't run you over and stuff like that, but snatching them in the street when they're 2 years old and they don't understand yet how to do certain things and stuff, and you abusing them and you telling them you're just like your daddy and you're doing all this stuff. Then you got the mothers that's out all the time, that doesn't give their kids the proper raising that they should have, doesn't give them the proper attention that they need. And then they sit up and you're sad now because your child acts a certain way or they doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you think of it, man, because at the end of the day, you always want your kids to be successful. You always want your kids to be great, but it's parents out here that don't do the job, and it's a lot of women out here that don't do the job, and we don't give enough props to people who do the job, who do raise their kids right and all that. But now you got the ones that's sitting up and saying, oh, I love my kids and stuff like that. You only love them when they're dead. You only love them when they're not around anymore, because when you were there, you wasn't there. You wasn't there for them. You were non-existent. You out doing something stupid with your friends. You out having fun for yourself. You didn't care about them enough. And this is not a knock to anybody. It's certain situations that's different, and people will play the victim role. Well, in my life, I didn't have time to do this and that. No, your child didn't ask to be here. So it's indicative of them to act the way they act because of you. It's a result because of your actions. Okay, you had a bad life. Why project that onto your child? Why keep the vicious cycle going? It's a lot of women out here that, I told you, dressed to impress, got all the clothes, all the fits, look nice on every picture. They on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. They on all that. Pictures everywhere, in bathrooms of different restaurants, clubs, everywhere. They taking pictures. Got 4 kids, 5 kids. You don't see them pictures. You see the pictures of them by themselves. What kills me is, at the end of the day, you're missing out on all those moments. You're missing out on your child crying, saying, I'm getting bullied at school. You're missing out on your child trying to talk to you and tell them that they're gay, or that they feel a certain type of way, or that, and see, this is what we got to realize too. Everybody is religious. All of us got our beliefs. All of us love the Lord above. And in my eyes, I don't have nothing against gay people. That's a conversation between you and God that you'll have to have. I don't have to judge you because I'm not here to judge you. So it will be days, it will be moments where a child will is scared to tell the parent that they're gay because they don't have that person to talk to. It will be times that child will tell them they're scared of people, that they're bullied. But how can I tell you? You out juking, you out partying all night, you out doing what you want to do. And it's sad because, like I said, on the men's side, we ain't got a lot of winners. You know what I'm saying? There's winners out there, there's fathers that's doing the job. We know that. We around. But it's a lot of them missing. But with women, don't get this image that, oh, they're holier than thou, and that they the motherland, and they don't make mistakes with their kids. They do it way more than men most of the time. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. It's just crazy, man. I'm gonna get a car wash while I'm talking to y'all. Is that kind of crazy? Yeah. But I'm still gonna talk because this is serious. It's just I believe that we should definitely have a forum on this, man. It should be something talked about because kids nowadays are failing because of this, man. They're falling to the wayside because we have these parents who are all about themselves. These parents who don't care about nobody else. You know, you made a child with a dude, neither one of y'all want to be around and handle the responsibility. You don't want to handle the responsibility of raising a child. Well, I'm sorry. That's what you signed up for. That's what you signed up for, is to raise a child. It's not their fault. They're not here for nothing. So at the end of the day, man, I hope we all get a gist of how the situation comes about. How you sit up and not raise your kids right. How you don't have a feeling that you're doing wrong. And then as a mother, your maternal instincts. You know, how you supposed to have this nature about you that makes you want to raise your children. That makes you want to be there for your kids. You know, that's the scary part, is that at the end of the day, we try our best to be our best. You know, I say that to myself every morning when I wake up. I want to be better than I was yesterday. But do a lot of these parents out here, man. And then you feeling sad like my baby gone. You chose that. Now, at the end of the day, you can't, I always say at the end of the day. Okay, let me say, at the beginning of the day, let me try that. At the beginning of the day, you set the scene for your child. You can't stop bullets. You can't stop gangs from being around. You can't stop things from trying to influence your kids. But say, for instance, your son on the track team, he on the basketball team, he on the football team. He doing something. You constantly there. You at the games. You supporting them. You there for him. The percentage of stuff happening to him gets really low if you're there. If you're taking them to these games, you're attending these games, you're dropping them off, you're doing things for them. I know a lot of mothers that do that. I've seen it in person. It's beautiful. And I praise you all for it. I'm not taking away anything from the mothers that do it. To the mothers that don't, it's time to look in the mirror. It's time to look at your clothes. Look down on yourself like, this is me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm dressed like, because grandma was 37 now. What? You know, grandma like, hey, grandma got to have her own life too. I'm going to the club tonight. That's the problem. There's no big mother anymore. There's nobody to really pass down that knowledge to their daughters, because not too long ago, daughters were told to be codependent on a man, or totally dependent on a man. Now it's to the point where a lot of daughters are getting empowered to do their own thing, get their own money, do that, and it's a blessing that they're starting to get that education, man. And I praise the parents who do that, the mothers who do that, teach your child to do for their own, because when we look at it, they got to grow. But in our community, the black community, man, and you know, I can't speak for everybody's back culture or background or ethnicity. I can't speak for everybody. But in the black community, man, this is becoming an epidemic. We know it's bad white mothers. We know it's bad white. You can turn on the TV and see the white lady that said that two black men had kidnapped the kids and drove them over to the end of the lake and stuff. But it was her. You know, we know about Scott Peterson and fathers like that and mothers like that. It happens in every community. But right now, I'm basically speaking to our people, black people, that we have to change this narrative, man, that black fathers don't be in the home. Black mothers rather club and do everything except raise their kids. And they think it's okay. Girl, I'm going to find a babysitter tonight. Every trip. Like every trip you find a babysitter? Like you're not raising your kid? So I just hope for the people out there who really see this issue happening in front of them, that really see kids going through this, to step up and say something. I don't want to tell you how to raise your kid. Nobody wants to tell somebody how to raise their kid. But do we stand by the wayside and let this kid get wasted? Let their life get wasted because we didn't want to step up and do the job and say something? I'm so glad that I work around kids, man, because you almost become that third parent or that second parent. Maybe in some strange cases you become that first parent, and it hurts you because it's a thing that you really don't want to do, to step in and be somebody's parent when you know you're not, and you think that parent's supposed to be there for them. Making a transaction, y'all. Hold on, gotta get my car washed down while I'm talking to y'all. But it's just very hard to sit up and watch this, man, and to see kids get treated like this nowadays. It's amazing that his parents not in jail more, because to me, if your child gets harmed by people, because of your actions, you should be gone. You should be locked up, because you're not in your child's life. And then you come up, my baby. What about your baby? What about your baby? Because you didn't care. Why should I care? But we try. We try our best to make sure that we're monitoring the situation, and we're hoping our best for your kid. So please, for everybody out here, really, really, really love your kids, man. Hug them, man. Tell them you love. It don't hurt to say I love you. It don't hurt to say I love you. It don't hurt to ask them questions about their friends. It don't hurt to sit up and say, you're not going outside today. You're not getting this today. I'm taking away your phone for a week. To teach them that it's not okay to do the things that they do, man. Because if they don't have a filter, if they don't have something to stop them from doing what they're doing, they're self-destructive, man. It's like an instruction manual, man. You get the book, you sit up and read everything, and then boom, like your parents give you that. When they turn around and, hey, you got to do this, 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 this. And then when you grow up, the first thing you're saying as a teenager and stuff like that is, man, I never do my kids like that. Everybody say that, right? I never do my kids like that. But you sound and find out you're more like your parent than you think you are, because they instilled knowledge and values, ethics, morals, all that in you. You didn't, your DNA already got it. But when they really, it's hereditary, when they really pass it to you though, and you really get it, it's that day you standing up like, I sound just like my mama, or I sound just like my dad. And that's when it hit that's a maternal instinct, a fraternal instinct. You're a father, you're a mother, and it finally pops up, and you realize, man, I'm a parent. I'm a person who cares about this child. Man, I can go on and on for days about this, man, because, I see our kids falling by the wayside, man. I see our society going crazy, man. There's so many things. We got a president out here tripping, man. But maybe his mama didn't holler at him like he's supposed to. He was spoiled. He didn't get raised the right way, because he's very thin-skinned. And I love all types of people, man. But if you bad to your kids, man, dude, that really gets to me, because I really take it personally. Because at the end of the day, you don't want what if one day you was walking down the street and a teenager said something crazy to you, and then all of a sudden you turn around and, boy, you realize it's one of your friend's kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you don't want to run into. That's the situation you don't want to occur. Nobody wants that to happen. Nobody wants that to happen. And I'll say this as a closing, because I know once I get in this car wash, it's gonna be off the chain. It's gonna be loud. Everything gonna be kind of crazy, man. So just at the end of the day, man, I want everybody to know, keep God first. Keep God first, man. Keep God first. And let people know, man, that you care about your children, man. We lost a lot of kids out here because of deadbeat moms. Not deadbeat dads. A lot of them because of deadbeat moms. People that didn't want to do things for you, man. As you can see, my car started. My car started to get washed. But I just really want to tell y'all, man, have a blessed day, man. Keep God first, man. Peace out.